As we get closer to the midterm elections, 13 on Your Side is sitting down with candidates for office and talking with them about where they stand on the issues. 13 on Your Side political reporter Josh Albertus is here now after hearing from another one of the Democratic candidates for U.S. Senate. Josh.
Yeah, Juliet, as you've heard me say before, that Democratic primary for our open U.S. Senate seat, a key target for both major parties, has been especially active, with 3 major candidates vying for that nomination. Now, as we continue to sit down with candidates, I spoke over the weekend with Congresswoman Haley Stevens, who's been seen as a more moderate candidate in this race. We talked about her race and messages to voters. Who is Haley Stevens?
I call myself Michigan's workhorse.
A congresswoman from the state's east side since 2019, she's no stranger to Washington. Stevens has leaned on things like her work in President Barack Obama's administration to bail out the auto industry.
If Michigan is facing an uncertainty or a challenge, or frankly, if there's an opportunity to seize hold of for Michigan, I'm running right at it.
Now she's vying for a key U.S. Senate seat in a highly contested Democratic primary.
I want to make sure that we are heard at the lawmaking table.
She sat down with 13 on Your Side, talking some of the big topics for West Michigan, things like agriculture, affordable housing, and data centers, where she feels tax code fairness is what's needed.
I believe and respect state and local control. I absolutely understand that communities have the right to make their own decisions and to work with businesses and job creators appropriately. What my job is as a federal lawmaker is to look at our regulations and our tax code to keep our water safe, to keep your costs low, to put more money in your pocket.
It's been a heated primary, often featuring controversy and criticism. Stevens' persona faced some of that following a recent ad running from another group on stations like 13 on Your Side, touting what it portrays as Stevens' fight addressing the federal government's approach to immigration enforcement. The ad, which Stevens says she'd seen, comes from Center for Democratic Priorities, a group some felt to be shrouded in mystery.
What do you say to some of the controversy that ad or conversation has created surrounding your bid?
Well, I have no way of knowing that. My campaign is about lowering costs for Michiganders, standing up for Michigan at the federal lawmaking table. We need to send our best advocate to the U.S. Senate for Michigan, the person who's going to be thinking about what Michiganders need and how we can get what we need to succeed.
And a lot more to that conversation and on those topics, and we'll have more on our website, 13onyourside.com, as we continue talking with more candidates closer to Election Day. Juliet.
Thank you, Josh.